soft silence of an olive tree. A secret, folded in an ancient song you keep in your chest that begs for sunlight. But it is too early for freedom, and we are not ready to repent. Who can really share a lover or a land? So we try to stay quiet, to measure our gestures, to leave winter. We try to walk a straight line, say our Father, speak another language in the dark. Try to touch each other softly, pass through the light, the height of night, the right quiet. But all our body needs is to rise, to find the pale sand that once memorized the trembling inside.
September 11th, 2001. The events of that day were so huge in their scope, so grand in their scale, that everything afterwards would be referred to as post-9/11. While it marked the end of an era for America and the world, it was also the beginning of another era, an era of fear and backlash. It had to do with the great cycle of destruction and rebirth this nation has gone through, only this time racial profiling had a new poster boy. He's young, he's Arab, he's Muslim.
There are many new violations of basic human rights that have cropped up since September 11th. We're talking about things like special registration, FBI questioning, profiling on the roads, on airways. And while these are all problems that existed in one form or another before September 11th, they've all been made worse by this belief that we can now catch a new kind of criminal by looking at someone's race, ethnicity, or religion.
We've now added religious profiling to the mix because Muslims are being targeted now. Muslims, Arabs, South Asian, people who look like what stereotypical Muslim looks like. It's racial bigotry. There's no softening the description of what it is.
Racial bigotry, hate crimes, profiling on the roads and in the air. Flying While Muslim is a familiar American story about a group of people who had a very rude awakening from the American dream.
It's discrimination, and it's totally unacceptable. And we are part of the society as well, so I'm not talking about other people someplace else. I'm talking about our society.
According to Amnesty International, racial profiling of Arabs and Muslims has intensified since the attacks, with approximately 32 million people reporting that they were victims. Following the attacks, over 1,700 cases of discriminations have been filed. If fear is the culprit in this battle waged against the other, how is there a so-called clash of civilizations happening?
In my opinion, the clash is within the civilizations. The clash is between a left wing and a right wing in these various communities, because we've reached a stage now where the right wing everywhere is speaking louder than anybody. They all have basically asked us to take sides. They are making it us and them, but I think they are on one side and the rest of us are on the other side. The rest of us who do believe in tolerance, the rest of us who do believe in pluralism and refuse to take these sides.
An estimated 6 million Muslims are living in the United States today, 3 million of whom are Arab American. On the opposite side of Manhattan in Flushing, Queens, Talat Hamdani's family has been terribly affected by the September 11th backlash. On the morning the Twin Towers collapsed, Talat's son, Salman Hamdani, rushed to the scene to help. A paramedic and born hero, he felt he had a duty to help his fellow Americans. When Salman did not report to work that day, he was accused of being involved in the attacks. It was over a year later before his name was cleared and his honor restored.
He loved children. He wanted to be a medical doctor. You know, he was very compassionate, very kind. Like if someone is in an accident or someone is injured or hurt, you know, we could see their pain, you know, but I think he could feel their pain. He had everything to live for, everything to live for.
The Ibrahim family immigrated to America to escape the repressive government under Saddam Hussein. Sumaya and Arwa Ibrahim are twins who are students at Rutgers University. Though they've been subjected to harsh treatment here in America, they left Iraq in the early 90s for a reason. On August 15, 2005, Arwa and Sumaya Ibrahim were among the group of about 200 passengers of Arab, Muslim, or South Asian backgrounds plucked from the immigration area at New York's JFK airport. They were detained for 6 hours, without food or water, and questioned about their views on the Iraq War.
At least for my mom, she says she kind of feels like the American dream is just unraveled because this is our home, we're citizens here, and we are meant to feel like outsiders in our own country, and our rights are violated. And I think that it's definitely kind of unraveled the American dream for us.
Five days prior to the incident at JFK with Arwa and Sumaya Ibrahim, the young Iraqi architect named Raed Jarrar had a layover at JFK. Raed is a blogger, activist, and Iraqi project director for the human rights group Global Exchange. At about 8:30 a.m., he was approached by two men and was asked to identify himself and give them his boarding pass.
Just exactly who are you?
None of your business! We've come to arrest you!
Arrest me? Why?
It's not our job to tell you why.
Sit and wait! It's the best thing you can do!
And then they said, you know, you have to change your t-shirt. And then I figured out that I'm wearing this. I was just like so shocked of it. Like I didn't understand why I didn't understand. And when I told them that I refused to take off the t-shirt, not because I want to pick on, you know, a fight or anything, I'm fine with taking off my t-shirt if you gave me a reason why. Give me like a legal order or something, you know, against Arabic script or Farsi script or Urdu script. He said that wearing a t-shirt with Arabic scripts and coming to an airport in the US is like wearing a t-shirt that reads I'm a robber and going to a bank. People who take these public stands can be criminalized by the Patriotic Act because they can be accused of justifying terrorism. And justifying terrorism can include people who say, wait a minute, people who came and sacrificed their life in 9/11, lost their life to come and kill thousands of other innocent civilians, did not do that out of void, did not do that because they just love killing. They did it because, at least in their brains, there is a justification and a reason. Now, this is not supposed to be said in the US and UK. Now, that said, I'm becoming an American by choice. I wasn't born here. No, I came 10,000 miles away. Put all my money, all my efforts, all of my work inside the United States because I wanted to live here and become a resident of this country. So it's very disappointing to be treated in this way.
Now, being American has become a matter of choosing sides rather than finding a happy medium.
What has happened is so fundamentally worrying because basic rights that are being taken away in the dark, so we don't even know what we're losing. People are quietly suffering in jail cells all around this country, and we have no idea. All around this world, we have no idea who they are, where they are, what they're accused of doing, and how to get them out. It does not make sense, and it's not in line with any standard, whether it's a civil liberties standard, a constitutional standard, or a human rights standard. And so this is a time, if anybody's going to be losing sleep, this is the time to do it.